Hello, Facebook. Good morning, Facebook. Is it still morning? It's still morning. It's 11 o'clock here in New York, in Ellenville, New York. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Been a long morning already. Mondays are our big day for ordering, inventory, all that kinds of stuff. By 8:30, I've already got so much work done because two of our orders, well, one of our big orders has to be in by 9 a.m., or else we won't get it this week. One of the larger companies that we unfortunately deal with, United Natural Foods, is very strict about when the order has to be in. It comes tomorrow, but they have a strict cutoff. So if we want some of the organic foods, the natural foods that we have here, we have to unfortunately play their game. So Mondays is an early morning for Jamie and I. Let's see. People have been asking us about outdoor dining, and people have been sitting outside. So here's our official policy on outdoor dining. You're welcome to sit outside. We have the tent out there. It's a winter tent. It can withstand the snow. It already withstood that last snowfall. The tent is out there. There's heaters under there. You are welcome. To sit out there. We'll turn the heater on for you. You just have to understand that we can't do full service out there. Full service is tough to send a staff member out there, and especially in the cold, running back and forth. But we'll get you food. You might need to call your food order in or be patient with us. We'll get the food out to you. You can sit out there. You can call us if you need something, things like that. Everybody who's sat out there has been extremely, extremely appreciative. Extremely appreciative. So that's the story with that. Sorry, I got some messages popping up on my phone here. It's Monday morning. Lots of messages. Actually, messages back and forth to Italy right now, to one of the vineyards that we buy from. We just found out that our very, very popular wine. I don't even know if I have a bottle right here. We have like 3 bottles left. I'm chatting with Paolo right now from Valesco. Yeah, so him and I have a conversation going here. So we just found out that the Guiliano, which is, one of our staples here since 2009. This is a Cabernet Merlot Sangiovese blend. They're no longer with the distributor that we've been buying them from forever, like forever. So they cut ties with the distributor, and they're looking for a new distributor right now. The Guiliano, the Valesco wines. So I'm chatting with Paolo, who is his wife is one of the daughters of Ricardo, who she now owns it with her sisters, and so I'm chatting with him on WhatsApp right now, trying to figure out when and where this is going to be back in. So he promised me that this is a definite, and we won't miss out on this. We'll be maybe a month layover, so we have to stock up on this. So if you know the Guiliano, that's this wine. You've probably had it here before. Literally our most popular wine for the last 11 years. So I was very sad when we went to place our order and the distributor said, we don't have that anymore. What we have in stock is it. We've parted ways with them. I know no information about what's happening, where they're going, things like that. They're switching distributors, they're switching importers. So we're sad when we got that news, but it's great to have relationships with the people that we buy from, and then we can message them right away and sort of resolve problems. So Paolo and I have had a great conversation this morning and caught up on a bunch of things. So we hope to get back to the vineyard soon. If you went with us in 2019, in November 2019, Valesco Cottarella was our very first stop on our vineyard tour. There on the border of Lazio and Umbria. Amazing vineyard. Ricardo, the original founder of the vineyard, before he passed it on to the daughters, Ricardo and his brother. Ricardo is a very well-known winemaker and charges a lot of money and helps other wineries. He consults almost 100 other wineries in Italy, and a lot of these wines get lots of awards. He's just an extremely talented winemaker, one of Italy's best. So we're happy to be able to keep using their wines and be able to have that relationship with them, that direct relationship. Let's see. So this week's $9.99 special. This week's $9.99 special is exciting. We're doing a crab cake sandwich. We've never done this before. We've done crab cakes in the past, but a nice crab cake sandwich. We're making it gluten-free. You just have to ask for it gluten-free because it has to go on a gluten-free bun. The pretzel bun is not gluten-free, but we have a gluten-free option for you. So it's $9.99. It's all week. Last week, our did extremely well. The pulled pork sandwich did extremely well last week. So thank you everybody for your support. These $9.99s, we'll keep doing them. You keep buying them, we'll keep doing them. So that's the story with that. So this week is the crab cake sandwich. Tonight, Monday night, is buy one, get one wings. That's always what every Monday night is, buy one, get one. So check that out as well. That's every Monday night special. We also slow braise some Spanish octopus that we'll serve with chorizo, local chorizo, and chickpeas, and the saute dish that we're gonna put on our menu. That'll start as early as tonight. And that's not $9.99. That is more expensive, but it's something interesting and exciting. We did a sushi burger a few months ago for a guest. They'd asked us if we can do a sushi burger, and we're actually going to bring that back as a special too, and maybe even do a $9.99 on our sushi burger. We have not done that in a while, so stay tuned for that. Ribeyes, I ordered a bunch of ribeyes. We were able to get a good deal on ribeyes again, so stay tuned for another deal on ribeyes. Maybe next week will be $9.99 ribeyes, not 100% sure. But again, folks, as long as you keep buying these great specials from us and supporting us, we'll keep doing them. We have no problem doing them to create the volume. Our grocery list keeps growing and growing. Really some awesome, cool things coming on it. This morning we added a few more things. They'll be in organic chocolate-covered raisins. People are asking for things like this. And the Airbnb that we have, we stock it with things like that. So it just makes sense to be able to offer it on our grocery list as well. So some organic chocolate-covered raisins will be coming in. And our prices are extremely competitive. If you go on to Whole Foods website or go on to Amazon, if you're price checking, the majority of our things are less expensive. It's either the same price or less expensive. There's a few things that we just can't quite be competitive with, but we need them here and we have them here in our kitchen, so we have them. But mostly, I would say 9 out of 10 things we're extremely competitive on. One of the olive oils that we sell, I'll just grab it. The 1923 tin from Tuscany, 3-liter tin. Online, this is $71. We sell it for $39. So there's certain things that we are extremely, extremely competitive on. So $39 instead of $71. And if you go on their website, Sogno Toscano, you'll see that it's $71. So we really try to create some really great values. A lot of things we're not that competitive on, but we're super competitive on certain things like that. This just arrived from Sicily. I'm super excited about this. I mean, this is like, this came from Olio Arche, which is in Sicily. The lemon oil, we just ran out of lemon oil, and it was perfect timing because Arche, which is in central Italy, which is right near one of the vineyards that we're going to, and we're visiting them when we do our Sicily trip. Sicily trip is, I don't know, maybe a year off right now, a year and a half off. We're planning Sicily. Of course, COVID really put a hamper on everybody traveling. So we had to cancel all of our trips. We had to cancel our trips twice and push everything back. But we're really excited to be moving forward. The travel industry has a lot of good energy in it right now. It's moving in the right direction. I belong to a travel mastermind group. So everybody in the group is really looking forward to 2021 and saying there's a lot of high hopes, and they can see how the trends in the industry are going. So we're hopefully going in the right direction and getting back to travel. So we have a lot of people asking to go to Italy. A lot of people asking to go to Italy, as we're very excited going. We're doing the Finger Lakes trip then this month. We have 2 spots left for the Finger Lakes, the 22nd to the 24th. We really haven't tried to push it or sell it because that trip sold itself. But we do have 2 spots left if anybody wants to go. It's $800 a person. It includes everything. Once you get to Watkins Glen, it includes everything there, the food, the cocktails, the wines, everything, the hotel, Harbor View Hotel, amazing four diamond hotel right on the water there in Watkins Glen. We have a coach bus to take us around, private tours in the wineries there. Because of COVID, we're not going into a lot of the regular tasting rooms. We had to pick wineries that could accommodate us separately in a separate room. And one of the wineries that could not accommodate us, which we still wanted to do business with, she agreed to actually come down to our hotel and do the opening reception and taste their wines on the opening reception, Silver Thread Winery. So that's really exciting. So really some cool stuff going on with that trip. But that trip, I said, like, that's 2 people. We really have not even tried to sell that trip. We just announced it, and people just started giving us money for that trip. So that's great. And it's a limited trip. There's only like 14, 16 people going on, something like that. That's all we can accommodate. So I have to make some phone calls today for that trip, just to touch base with everybody and say, hey, we're on track. Are you guys on track up there? There's a snow date. If it snows the 22nd on that weekend, we're going to push it off to 2 weeks after that, is the story with that. So there's automatically a built-in snow date. There's automatically a built-in COVID date. So if COVID closes the region up there and things are closed, we automatically have a new date for the middle of March. So if you're going to go with this, make sure those other dates are open as well. Those are the backup dates, a snow backup date and a COVID backup date. We also recommend getting travel insurance if you need to. We have a great source for travel insurance that we save a lot of people money on. So we have a link for that. So we'll put that on the website. I think it's on some of our websites. Let's see. So this just came in from Italy. This is Arche lemon olive oil. If you've had our lemon olive oil for, you know, it is amazing. We have a deal with Arche. Some cousins started this about 15 years ago in central Italy. So we have a deal with Arche where they don't sell their lemon olive oil in tins like this. These literally cost us $100 a tin. These are expensive. They cost us $100 a tin. And lemon olive oil, you buy a lot of lemon olive oil on the market from Italy that is infused with lemon, infused with orange, infused with Calabrian chilies, things like that. Some really exciting things. We love Arche's olive oils, and their lemon olive oil is amazing. I mean, everybody who tastes is like, this is like amazing, this lemon olive oil. So the problem is we couldn't afford to buy it in small bottles because it would be too expensive. So I said to the importer, I said, here's the deal. I'd love to buy it. I just can't. She goes, Marcus, let me contact them and see what's going on and see if they can actually package a special round in bulk for you. I said, well, that would be fantastic if they could special bulk it for me. And she goes, it'll come in a very undescript tin. I said, that's fine. It doesn't need to be a descriptive tin as long as it's labeled, fine, whatever. So every time that they get an infusion done, because they take Sicilian lemons and literally throw them in the batch of olive oil. This is last year's fresh olive oil. This is super fresh. And they take these lemons and they infuse them for 60 days and get this amazing lemon-infused olive oil. So every time they get done with a batch, which isn't often, they'll message me and say, Marcus, do you need more? And then they messaged me literally 6 weeks ago. And I said, yes. They go, okay, it's just now coming out. We're going to package it and we'll ship it directly from Sicily. It's not even going to the importer's warehouse. And they only charged me like $50 to ship a whole case of these. And I said to the importer, that's it? That's all the shipping you're charging me? She goes, Marcus, you're a great customer, and we love doing business with you. And yes, just $50 to ship that whole case. I was like, okay, I'll take it. So we were able to save a little bit of money this time with the shipping on this, but this is here in stock. We don't sell these tins by themselves. Like if you wanted to, you could, but we really don't. We could fill up a small bottle for you. We have these cobalt bottles that will fill up, and I forgot what it is an ounce, but every now and then somebody goes, I really want some of that. Can you get me some? So we'll put it in a cobalt and seal it for them. So that's the story with that. But this is amazing. This goes on our salmon dish. If you've ever had our salmon dish with the dill aioli, and there's lemon olive oil on it, and then we drizzle this also on our shrimp risotto dish. And on our burrata, our imported Italian burrata that comes from Andrea, Italy. Once a week it gets flown in. That gets drizzled in there. So there's 3 dishes that we actually put that oil on. And we use it more than we have in the past because it's on 3 dishes. And the burrata dish is just like amazing. So that's the story. That's the story of what's going on here today. And hope everybody has a great day. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We open at 5 o'clock today. You don't have to wait till 5 o'clock to place your order. You can call anytime during the day and place your order. We answer the phones all the time here. One of the things that changed, that revolutionized our business back in 2005 was we had friends sitting here in the bar, and it was 11 o'clock at night, and they were answering the phone for their business. And we're like, you're like taking phone calls, right? Like you're in the car business, and you're answering phone calls for like somebody who wants to buy a car 11 o'clock at night. We're like, what's going on? They're like, Marcus, once we leave the dealership, we transfer the phones to our cell phone. I was like, how do you do that? They're like, *72, you dial your number from the phone that you're dialing from to the number, and once you answer the phone, the connection's complete, and it's a forward. And you do *73 and wait for the double beep, and it unforwards it. I was like, wow, like you guys it's 11 o'clock at night, you're sitting here having a glass of wine, and you're selling a car. I was like, man, because we would come to the restaurant 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the list and the reservations, the hang-ups, the reservations, the calls we were missing would be crazy. And I remember in Colorado, the restaurant I was at in Colorado, Walter's Bistro, and we wouldn't get there till 3 in the afternoon, and I was the chef partner in this restaurant, and I would get upset because Walter wouldn't come in till after me, and the phones were ringing and nobody was there to answer it. So I would check from home. Like at home on noon on Saturday, I'd start calling and checking the machine and calling people back. If I knew that you could forward phones back then, I would have told Walter he's answering the phones. You're answering the phones and getting some reservations. So we changed that in 2006. Beginning of 2006, we started forwarding the phones, and we try not to miss phone calls. So it'd be great because we'd be home 9 o'clock in the morning, and people call. They're like, oh, I didn't expect to get somebody. But when you get somebody, you talk to somebody, it's easier to take a reservation, create a sale, create a transaction, create business by actually talking to a live person on the phone. So we did that way back then. That totally revolutionized our business back then. And every single restaurant that we coach and things like that, we explain that to them, and it's in our book that we've written, and it's on our online academy. Just being able to talk to people, want to talk to somebody, and with the phone systems now, they're so advanced that you don't need to forward the phones anymore. You just program it in, and they ring to whatever phone, and it's amazing. So that's it. That is it, folks. Can't think of anything else. And hope we see you very soon. Jamie apologized. She has not gotten her Facebook Lives in, her cocktails in lately. Facebook Happy Hour Lives. Just really busy weekend. Our New Year's Eve was gangbusters this year. And takeouts only. So we're going to be doing another takeout deal, a party box for a lover's box for Valentine's Day. So Jamie and I have already started figuring out what we're going to do in there, and it's exciting. Everybody who got our box, everybody that's given us feedback has loved our New Year's Eve party box. Said the value was great, $150 for all the food. So we're going to continue. We're going to continue to keep doing great values like that. So if anybody was watching yesterday, I told a story about how this guy called all week to order burgers because Lots of My Magazine did the best burgers in each community or in each county, whatever they did. They picked like 50 best burgers. And I told a story how this guy started calling last Tuesday, and we explained to him that we're closed Tuesday, Wednesdays, and he just couldn't comprehend that and called back and said, I want to order, and we're like, we're closed today. We told you that yesterday. And started the whole conversation over and over again each day. And then finally he kept calling every day, and then finally he called on Friday to order for Saturday one burger. Then he called back like 20 minutes later, whatever it was, ordered 2 burgers. Then he called back like an hour later to order 3 burgers. And so Saturday we had all of his burgers sitting here at the bar. Every time he was picking up 4:30, he never picked them up. I called him like at 7 o'clock. I said, hey, I got your burgers here still. Oh, yeah. My car, it's not reliable. It's dark here. I'm going to pay you. Don't worry. I'll call you back in 15 minutes with my credit card. You're not going to lose any money. Don't worry. Never called me back. So yesterday I called him back. And I caught him off guard because I will block our phone number sometimes or call from Skype on the computer, and it's just different numbers. Or you call from our cell phone number and it's not associated with the restaurant. So there's different. So I caught him off guard, and he answered, and he's like, he's like, yeah, I'm coming to get those. Like, what time do you close? I'm like, well, it's going to snow tonight, and we're here until 9. Oh yeah, okay, I'll be there today. What's the total on it? I gave him the total, and he hung up the phone on me. Click, hung up. I was like, okay, this guy's just playing games with me now. So I guess we're biting the bullet on 3 burgers here that somebody called us all week for every day. I don't know what his issue is. Maybe it's something beyond his control. I don't know. But he was okay enough to call, ask questions, and order. So it'd be nice if he paid us for it. It'd be really nice if he paid us for it. So that is it, folks. I'm going to get going. Back to placing a few orders here. And hope everybody's doing fantastic, and we'll talk to you later.